Hello everyone, it's Lorika here. Today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite genres, which is poetry. And I have enjoyed poetry since I was very, very young. For some reason, it's for me the idea of using words in a sparse, very few words to say something so powerful really creates this feeling of wow in me. So I absolutely love reading poetry. I have decided to bring out some of my poetry books that I have at the moment. I am slowly restocking my poetry collection because having moved around so many times over different countries and borders, every time you move, you have to get rid of things. And I seem to always get rid of the books because they're really chunky and heavy to move. So it costs a lot. So then I think, well, I can just buy another one. But then I end up not. So now, where I am now, I'm planning to stay. So crosses fingers. So I'm thinking, I'm slowly starting to build up my library again of books. I have a Kindle and I have so many books on my Kindle, literally thousands of books, because I could take that with me everywhere when I move. I didn't have to pay for the books to be moved, right? So, but now I'm ready to stay put here. So I'm gonna go through some that inspired me, and maybe they can inspire you, or you could tell me some of the poets that you like and enjoy. I don't have all the poets that I like here, of course, because I got rid of my books. But yeah, I will go through the ones I have. I'm going to start with, well, two of the, let's call them the classics, I think. The ones you will probably, everybody knows about them, right? The first one is William Blake. Here's one of his books. This one is the Songs of Innocence and Experience. I'm not going to talk much about this because I have this literature reading plan that I'm starting, and one of the authors I'm going to look at is William Blake. So I don't want to talk too much about him. I just want to show his books. He's such a special writer because he was he had his own printing press, and he decided to connect words and images into one. And so he started printing his own stuff, and this was in the 1700s. So pretty cool, right? First, I don't know if it's true, but I would say he's like one of the first self-published authors or writers. And then I have Emily Dickinson. Everybody knows about her. Really love her. She's another one that I'm going to look at in this my literature reading plan. But I just want to highlight her. This book is her letters that I got, the letters of Emily Dickinson. And I think it's all the letters that they could find, and they put it in this beautiful book. So I'm not going to talk too much about this. I also have the poetry of Emily Dickinson arriving pretty soon, I hope. So I want to read those two together and see how they compare. And I'll make another video about that later. And then, so those two are I would say, my heart poets. And then there's, of course, Sylvia Plath and a whole bunch of those authors. I love Byron and what is his name? Rupert Brooke. Oh my gosh, there's just something about him. And I know they're so out of time for us today, maybe, but I just love their poetry. So next, I'm going to talk about something that's in my language, which is Afrikaans. Two poets from South Africa that I absolutely love. The one is called Auntie Krog, and this book is called Dichter Wordende, 'n keur uit die gedigte van Auntie Krog, which is just the best of Auntie Krog's poetry, and it's all in Afrikaans. I grew up with her. She wrote when I was a teenager, and her poetry was a little bit, for the time I grew up, maybe a little bit risky. She wrote a poem about relationship between a white girl and a black boy, and being in South Africa during the time of apartheid. That was a little pushing the envelope, not just a little, like taking the boat way out there. So I loved her poetry. She writes so beautifully. I'm sure she has books translated in English as well, so she's very good. The second one is also an Afrikaans poet, but this her poetry was translated into English, and this was the only book I could find at the time. I bought it in South Africa of her poetry, and it was in English, which was a little bit disappointing because I would love to read her in Afrikaans, but I have a book of her poetry, and her name is Ingrid Jonker. And it's called Black Butterflies, Selected Poems. And it was translated by Auntie Krog and André Brink, which is another amazing author from South Africa. So yeah, it's just beautiful, beautiful poems. Ingrid, wow. she was a really amazing writer, and yeah, she's one of those authors that ended her life. She walked into the ocean. But she is from quite some time back. I think it was in the 60s. This book was published, and she already passed away by then. So it's older poetry. I like the older poetry. So yeah, that's my South African poets. And then there's also another section of poetry that I really enjoy reading, and it is Tibetan Buddhism poetry. And I have 3 books here. The first one is actually probably the most famous Tibetan Buddhist poet from the old ancient days, and his name was Milarepa. And this is the life of Milarepa, but it has his poetry in the book as well. So it's not just a biography. It also has some of his poetry that he's written in the book, scattered throughout. He's a fascinating guy. He was a bit of a bad dude. He killed some people, and he did all these really bad things. And then he had an enlightening opening, whatever you want to call it, and he became Milarepa, an enlightened being. And it's beautiful. That's all I can say. It's just such a beautiful book, because he is a poet and he's a Tibetan Buddhist, which is just wonderful. So then the next book is actually the same book that was translated at different times. It's called A Guide to the Bodhisattva's Way of Life. This is the old one that I have. The first, one of the early translations. And it's just like how to live a good life, basically. A guide on that. The language is a little bit older because it was translated early. Let's see, when was this one translated? I think it's 1979, around that time. Yeah, 1979. So it reads different to this one, which is a new translation and contemporary guide of Shantideva's The Bodhisattva Way of Life. And the title of this one is Entering the Way of the Bodhisattva. Well, I don't know if you want to know what is a bodhisattva, it is a person living on earth who wants to live a good life, and they have certain things that they want to do during their time on earth. There's certain guidelines in this book on how to live a life, certain things that would help you to be kind, to be a good person, to understand yourself and others. So it really is a beautiful book. The first half of the book is just the poetry. I call it poetry. It's written in poetic form. And the second part of the book is is an explanation of the poems. So a beautiful, beautiful book. I can highly recommend this book. I'm not sure when this one was translated. Let's have a quick look. Oh, very new, 2021. So it's in our modern day language that it's written. So I really love these books. I've read the first one that I showed you quite some time back. And when I found this one a couple of years ago, I bought it. And I'm still very early in it. I dip in and out. It's one of those books, I don't sit and read the whole thing in one go. My poetry books I read, I will dip in a bit, read a couple of poems, put them away. Week, 2 weeks, a month later, I'll dip back in it, read a few poems, let them sink in. So it's not that I read poetry like a novel, right? So I don't find it. That said, there are some very special books, and this one you will see has got a bit of a, it's been read. It's called Where I Live, and I can't say her name, so I'm going to just say it very slowly. Arundhati Subramaniam, and the book is called Where I Live. I hope you can see and this is the cover, and oh my goodness me, she is it is just beautiful. It's just beautiful short poems. You can see I marked them out, so many marked out. I didn't write in this book because it's just too special to write. And this one is called No, and it's like, I wake in the mornings to find the city at my window, a giant mouth that's forgotten how to close. The telephone rings, each ring a reminder that I have been detected, that I am she whose emails pile up unanswered, whose checklists grow tangled, matted, unchecked. She who is never on the right platform, she who turns away from importunate hands at car windows, she who smiles when she doesn't mean it, she who didn't vote at 3 elections. But what no one guesses is that it is she who after sundown stalks the dark alleys, hungry to annihilate anyone who seeks to tame her with clammy malarial tentacles of guilt. And on full moon nights, she even dares to look the world square in the face and say no. My goodness, I love this poem. I only have one book of her. I'm just scared to look if she has anything else, and it might not be as good as this one. It is just, so good. Okay, and whoopsie. Let me just grab it. Okay. Then I have another one that's quite old. I bought this, I don't even remember when or where. This is one of those books that has come with me all over the years. In every country I have lived, this book has lived with me. And it's called Gems from E.W. Wilcox. And it's this tiny, tiny little poetry book. And in it is a dedication with love and best wishes from E. Mulo. I can't say. I can't see the writing. It's so old, and it was sometime in 1938. That's the. I hope it focuses. Oh, whoa! Oh no! Oh no! Dear me, this happened. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Books are meant. This book is very old. Yes. Anyway, I don't know when it was printed. I mean, it was handed to this person as a gift in 1938. So it's all these beautiful little poems. It shows you when a book is old, you have to be a bit more gentle with it. Okay, so this is just a beautiful little book of poetry written many years ago. So the language is older, beautiful. And then there's a couple of books. I got this one from a friend that I had online for many years. She was such a beautiful, beautiful soul. I never met her. Her name was Betsy Consent Boget, and the poetry collection is called Welcome to Earth. Betsy passed away some years ago, quite a few years ago. But I am very grateful to have her collection of poetry. And it's wonderful. To me, this is so special that when you are a writer or a painter or a musician and you create something and you put it out there, it's going to stay there, especially in a physical form. It's going to be there. And even when you are no longer there, your work is there. I mean, that is really beautiful for somebody can discover it many years after you're gone, know nothing about you, and they pick up a book in a secondhand bookshop, or they, go through their grandma's bookshelf and find a book, and they like, wow, look at this book. And it was written by somebody that is no longer here, that you have no idea who they are, and you can read their words. To me, that's just so beautiful. So, yes, Betsy, wherever you are, thank you for your words. And then I got some more books that I got from my friends, the two sisters in London, that always send me these beautiful books. And the first one is called 10 Poems About Sisters. I feel like I'm their honorary third sister. So they sent me this book, and it has, it's a book from various poets that about sisters. And it's just a really beautiful, very small, thin book of poetry. So it's very special and beautiful to me. So the next book I want to talk about is The Lost Spells by Robert Macfarlane and Jackie Morris. And I got this book as well from the two sisters in London. And the back it says, "This is a book of spells to be spoken aloud. Here you will find conjurings and charms, spells that protect and spells that protest, tongue twisters, blessings, lullabies, and psalms." And it is all connected to me, feels like, with nature. And it has different spaces, like, with snow or forests or birds or creatures from the sea or the woodlands. I mean, everything is in here. And I'm looking through it, and every time I look through this book, it's such a beautiful book. It's like one of the most beautiful, beautiful books. And they have, this owl. Can I find it again now? I go so quick through it. Look at this. Oh yeah, I hope I hope it focuses, because last time it didn't focus so well on some of the imagery. I think there was a crow in here in the... Sorry, I'm so excited. I'm just can't contain myself. Yeah, the crows. There they are. Oh my God, they're so beautiful. Look at them. Look at them. So it's just a fantastic book. I saw a little light flashing. I thought there was something wrong there on the screen. It's a beautiful book. If you can get this book, I recommend this book to you. It was published by, it says a Hamish Hamilton book. So I guess that is the publisher. Yeah. Just beautiful. Magical. This fox, I mean, I can't. I just can't. So it's beautiful. And let me see if I can find something to read. Maybe if I find that one. Oh, but I'm so impressed with this book, I can't even focus. Let's see. I don't know, this is a tongue twister, but I will try it. Always with the comeback, coal black crackerjack, joker of the haystack, ready with the wisecrack, giving it the back chat. This is the, what do you call them now? The jackdaws. Oh, they make me laugh. And then there's a whole more and more about it. But anyway, so that is my poetry books. I have waffled and waffled, so I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any books that you like, poets that you like. And if you have any of these books that I mentioned, or if you like this similar poets, I'm really curious, because that's one thing I love is my poetry. So thank you for watching so far, and I wish you a wonderful day. Bye for now.